Mike, let's take a look at the highlights.
Well, there were a lot of them were defensive, but Lafayette did have just enough offensively, and obviously here's a big-time play right there by Brian Riley. Not only caused the fumble, but jumped on it. That turned away a drive. Didn't turn into any points for Lafayette, but then here's Ryan Schuster again, the freshman stepping up. Bad decision right there. He could have run for the first down. He'll clean those things up, hopefully moving forward, but Lafayette has some offensive question marks. Again, Malik Ham, how good was he? I mean, he just does everything. If you can't block him, you try to run away from him, and there he shows you just the quickness. Here you tried to block him, and he just really abused both tackles today. Tim Sook really had a lot of trouble. Jordan Griffin, C.J. Williams, here he is coming around the center, making a play. That was the sack that he had in the first half. Again, he did break the record. We'll take a look at that as well. But here's Schuster again, trying to step up in the pocket, and just had a lot of trouble. This is the one where he ended up picking up close to a first down, got it down to about 32. They picked that up, and then watch this thing open up on the left side. Schuster's going to take it up. This is the only score of the game. He took it all the way into the end zone. Again, Lafayette missed the extra point, which was huge coming down to the end there, but it was all Lafayette defense. This is just Olivas, just up the middle, avoids the center. Again, we said the question mark for Sacred Heart was going to be that offensive line. We'll take a look at it. There is the sack that broke the record. Jair Stevens, and then obviously Malik cleans it up. But here's another bad decision by Schuster. He will learn from this. They got a lot of confidence in him. They got a Sean Davis in their back pocket. Going into the fourth quarter, again, 6-0 lead. McCray started to get some things going. Here's the play that brought down the ball to the 1. And Gary and I talked about it. Do you run it? Do you throw it? And they played it exactly right, Sacred Heart. Throw it the first 2 downs, then you have the opportunity on the last play to run it or throw it. But you know what? Billy Schaefer stepped up huge right there, and obviously Sekou White. And there's a happy John Troxel.
As he should be. John Troxel 1-0 now here at Lafayette. John, of course, replaced John Garrett. And let's go down to Megan. Here's Megan.
Thanks so much, Gary. Coach, a lot of embraces, a lot of smiles. Your first win, the team's first win of the season. What are some of the emotions that are going through your head right now?
I just think it's a testament to these kids that they've never quit, and when you look at last year, they lost a lot of games like this, and we fought right to the end. We talked about playing great defense, great special teams. Don't turn it over. We did a couple times, but man, am I proud of them, and they came and played football today.
Talking about great defense, what was the difference maker for your team on defense today?
We have a lot of experience. We have guys that have played before. They've been in those situations. Our front seven's pretty good. That's a playoff team they beat, and with 18 fifth-year seniors. So, we had some freshmen out there getting their first taste of college football. So I just couldn't be prouder.
A veteran on your team who got some more football on him today. We're going to talk to him in just a second. But Malik Ham, how would you describe his play today, and especially getting that record for Lafayette?
Warrior. He is just the absolute best. We're so glad he's back, and he was a big difference in the game, too. So kudos to him for coming back and giving us a chance to coach him.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
We're going to grab Malik here in just a second. Hey, Malik. The player of the game. I got to talk to Malik a little bit. Malik, congratulations on setting a record here at Lafayette. First and foremost, though, what a team win for you and your team. What was the difference maker with you and your defensive unit today?
Hey, all week, it's going to be a dogfight. So I think it just came down to every second of the game. We just got to go out there and fight. Control what we can control, which is basically playing defense. Every play, we just got to go out there and just fight. Fight every second. At halftime, I told the fellas, all we need is your best 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And if you can't do it, tap out. And then the next guy going to come in, and he going to give it his all. And I'm just thankful for my teammates. My teammates, that's the reason we all do this. And I'm just thankful for them.
It was you and your teammates down to the wire down there today. What message did you and your defensive unit send for the rest of the season?
Man, it's just those wins and losses come through us. At the end of the day, we're going to play good defense, and that's all we got to do. And if we play good defense, win the turnover battle, then that's the best we can do, and we're going to come out with a win.
And how about for you today, personally setting a record, putting your name in the Lafayette record books? Did you have a moment after you did get that sack to just be proud of the work that you've put in throughout your time here?
Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm just finding out now, so, thank you for telling me. But
congratulations.
Thank you, and I just try my hardest, and I'm thankful for my teammates at the end of the day because I wouldn't get home unless the cornerbacks cover, the DBs cover, and then unless my other teammates on the D-line just come off the edge hard. So I'm just thankful for them. And this moment just means a lot. You know, this is my 5th year now, and you go through a lot of teammates, and it's just all thankful for them because they all showed me something, and I'm just thankful at the end of the day.
Well, Malik, congratulations. I'm sure your teammates are thankful for you as well. Go and celebrate with them.
Definitely. Thank you.
Gary and John, back to you.
Sports Network's post-game show. John Leone and Caffrey will be here in just a moment, finishing up talking to some of our players of the game. And Phil, you and I have been through a lot of these. I'm not sure I can remember one just like this.
No, not at all. What a great ending to it. And I think we were talking about the kids deserved one like that. We've lost too many of those, similarly.
Yeah, it was an incredible run. Let's try to get Megan in here right now. Megan, great job with our post-game stuff. And I'm going to turn it over to you, the host. And Phil and I were just talking about how many games we've seen here, but very few like that, as exciting.
And I think it all comes down to defense, and the energy that you're able to feel, the buy-in that you're really able to feel from the players and the coaching staff. It feels like this brand new energy here today.
It's definitely a big energy, and also I think John and I talked about this earlier. If this defense could have gotten better from last year, they actually have. Yeah. Saw some great play from the defensive backfield. How many times did you see their quarterback have to throw the ball out of bounds? It was just an incredible effort by that defense.
What would you say? Let's turn it back to offense a little bit, though, of course, Phil. Where are the biggest areas of growth that you see have potential for this team this season?
Unfortunately, it's everywhere. We're not going to be able to come out and play offensively like that and have a team basically give us a game and rely on our defense like that. We need help. Obviously, we've got a young quarterback. He's got to learn not to throw those balls in desperation. He's going to learn that. I think one of the big things that changed in the second half was the insertion of Jaden Sutton.
Yeah.
Instead of a 170-pound running back coming through the line, you got 50 extra pounds, that's a little bit more difficult to tackle.
And I think putting on that 50 pounds, that's a job. That's a job to put on that much in the offseason.
Well, it's easier for some of us than others. But, Megan, to Phil's point about the defense, where has it gotten better? And Phil made this point to me during the game that I thought the secondary was outstanding today. We know what Malik Ham and Washington and those guys can do up front, but I thought the defensive secondary did a terrific job in coverage. The other thing I'd like to talk a little bit about is I've talked a lot to John Troxell since he's gotten here. He's an alumnus of my basketball camp in a different lifetime, but I've known him since he was a little guy, and he just, when everyone around you is losing their heads and you can keep yours, and that's what John Troxell has done. Someone asked him, I think you did earlier, Megan, are you nervous? And he goes, well, now you don't have butterflies when you know what to expect. Yeah. Well, I don't know what anybody else was expecting today, but this is a Sacred Heart football team that has won the last 2 NEC championships and picked to win it again this year, and Lafayette went toe-to-toe and came out with the win.
What excites you the most about the Leopards this season?
I think it's culture. I really do. John talked also about players being accountable to one another. He's been a part of rebuilds almost everywhere he's gone, and he's won everywhere he's gone. But I think what you saw today, and Phil, you can agree or disagree, I think you and I were talking about it, you saw players physically and mentally picking each other up. The offense made its share of mistakes. They're going to have growing pains. But whenever the defense needed to make a play, they almost made it as if to say, it's okay, offense, we have your back, we may need you one time.
And I think that goes back to the buy-in, right?
Yes.
And it's just the culture change and everything where everyone's got one another's back.
Yeah, I heard there was a little bit of hesitancy, in the beginning, but I think that's long gone. I think everyone's bought into it, and they can see what it can lead to.
What about you, Phil? What are you looking forward to with the Leopards this season?
Well, I'm just looking forward to a winning season, and let's keep getting better on the offensive side and get an exciting season going.